All right. So I want to walk us through how you can do your data flow verification in 2025 and above for Saudi Commission for Health Specialties. Okay, if you want to start and you don't know how to start, you're a complete novice, just go on your browser with your phone or your system or your tablet. So go to the browser, type DF Dataflow, DF Dataflow, or Dataflow group. So when you type this and the result comes out, you'll be looking for these options that have dfgateway.com. Dfgateway.com. This is the one that has the link for the application. So let's start. Okay, so before you start this application, I believe you must have gathered all your documents together. I've made mention of documents you will need for this particular application. So make sure you gathered all your documents and then you can now come over to start so that you won't be logging in and out looking for the documents you must have been able to provide before you start the application. So I'll pick any of my email here. So for you, you can do the same. So you log in or you create an account. So for me, I think I've used this account before. So I'm going to be logging in. So it's still the same thing, signing up. So it's still the same. So I will sign up quite all right because I'm not logging in. So I will do it as if I'm starting a complete new application. Okay, it's kind of telling me that this account is already present. So what I will do is to log in. Okay, but this is the same way you can do it if you've not actually used your email before. So you try to sign up. So if it's an email that has not been used in this platform, it will send you an OTP to verify your email. So before you can continue. So okay, so I'll be waiting for the OTP to come so that I can put it. Okay, so it's here. The PT is 9237. So let's go. So in the website, if you look at this left side, you will see the stages you have to go. The first, you have to do your registration, the professional info. After professional info, this professional info has to do with your licensing authorities, your profession, your employment details, and all those things. So once you start going, you will be seeing the process along. So the licensing authority here is demanding for you to select the country you want to verify your document to, the country you want to go to. So if you are targeting Saudi Arabia, then you have to select Saudi Arabia. So if you don't have any specific authority in mind, you can select this. Maybe you're not sure you're going for Saudi for now, or you're not sure you're going for UAE or all those other countries, but you want to select, you want to be open minded in your verification, you can select this, then you do your verification. Later, you can transfer to any country you got your job to. But for me, I'm doing this for Saudi Commission for Health Specialty. So we look for Saudi Arabia here. So this is Saudi Arabia. Okay, the authority name. This is for health. So the authority name here is Saudi Commission for Health Specialties. Okay, so you have to select this and you continue. So this option says please select from the list below the terms that describe your profession. So If you're a doctor, select doctor. If you're a dentist, if you're a dental assistant, if you're a pharmacist, if you're a nurse, if you're a technician. So if in all these parts you did not see your profession, let's say you are an optometrist, you are ocular therapist, you are physiotherapist, you are radiographer. So anything you are in the health system and it's not specified here, just know that it is being specified under allied health services. So you got to pick that. For this example, I'll be using optometry. So I'll pick it under allied health services. So if you're a nurse, you go for nurse. If you're a dentist, you go for dentist. If you're a dental assistant, you go for this. If you're a pharmacist, you go for this. Okay. But if your option is not here, go for allied health services. Okay. Then you continue. All right. So this is where we start by uploading our identification documents. Okay, it's one of the documents that you'll be needing, and this identification document is your passport. Okay, so since it's an identification document, it is not a normal picture photograph, it's your international passport because they'll be needing the information in it. Okay, so I'm going to pick this. Okay, so once you select it and submit your passport, it will extract the information in your passport so that, okay, so something like my name and everything, all the information there will automatically be extracted from the passport you submitted into the um, the application form. So you just look at it and make sure everything is okay, then you go ahead. So and make sure when you are submitting this, you are submitting it in JPEG in picture format so that it can extract the information. It will not accept you uploading PDF at this point. Okay. So take your salutation, Mr., Mrs., Doctor, anything you are, then select it and continue. Then this place will take you to your future employer. So if you have an employer already, you can put their name. But if you do not have any employer, look for an option that says, no, I don't have a facility yet. So this is it. You can take this and continue. So now before we start, let us know more about your application. So the application type, are you fresh graduate or an experienced person? So you are an experienced person because before you start this application to come and work in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, you must have had at least 2 years of work experience. So you go for experienced. Then application type, you are just starting new, so you go for the new and continue. Okay, so here it will show you varieties of packages. So for these packages, we advise you go for this last one of 800 Saudi Riyal, the optional of education, employment, and health license, because these are the three things you'll be verifying. So you go for this. If you go for any other one here, then you have to come back and do it, redo another verification again to add the third document, which will be somehow cumbersome and it won't make sense. So you go for straight 800 riyals so that you do everything in one go. So these are the three sections you have to work through: your education, work experience, and health license. Okay, so each of them minimum of one document, minimum of one document, minimum of one document. Okay, so let's continue. You don't need this, but if you need their assistance, you can add it. And you see that once you add it, if you need applicant assistance, then you'll be paying an extra 150 Saudi Riyal. So you don't need this if you can do this on your own. Please be aware that neither the selector package nor the use of data flow assistant can be changed after. Okay. All right. So has your name ever changed? So if you're maybe married and you've changed your name from your previous name to a new name, then you go for yes. They will ask you for a proof of that name change, like marriage certificate or any court affidavit or something like that, official name change uh, document. Then you write the name you've changed and your previous name. But if you not change your name in any way, just click on no, then you continue. All right. Issuing authority. This is for your education now. So when you look at the left part, you will see everything. This is the process you'll be following now. So the first, they will ask you for your issuing authority. The issuing authority for your education document is the university or the college you went to that you want to submit the certificate they issued you. So your degree certificate issuing authority is your university or college. Okay. So for me, I will use the University of Benin. So you will find out that if someone has already gone through this process and the person came from your university, you will immediately see your university here. So all those data from previous people will already be in the system. So what you just need is to type the name of your university and you continue. So there is a notice here. Please be advised that this issuing authority you selected requires you to pay an additional fee directly to them. Please refer to the special instruction section and be sure to download payment instruction in the supporting material section. Okay. Additional charges from issuing authorities will incur a 3% processing fee. A breakdown of the charge will be included in the final payment and tax. So it is now informing me that this particular university is charging a specific amount for them to help Dataflow to verify this document. So for you to do this, you have to also contact your university if your university is also charging. The previous time, like last 2 years, they were not charging any amount for this, but recently they started asking for money and you have to make the payment and submit that document to them to Dataflow so that Dataflow will also submit that document to the university when they approach the university for your verification. So for my university here, they are asking for charges. I think they introduced it newly, so you have to be aware of that. So let's continue. So the next document you need to upload is your education document. Okay, so I will have to, for my education document, I will go for my degree certificate. But for the sake of this video, I won't be using the degree certificate because it's not readily available here. So I will use what I have in my system for me to explain the whole system for you. So I will go for my statement of results. So, but make sure you are uploading your degree certificate. Okay. So it is always good if you can upload it in a JPEG format. I think they prefer it if you upload PDF and it's not working, use a picture format of this degree certificate. Okay, so does your information have back? No, it does not. But if your degree certificate is dual, if it has front and back, you can also snap and upload the back part of the certificate or anything you are submitting. Okay, so I'm going to upload. Okay, everything is here. You can see it. Now the name as shown on the degree certificate. So you have to put your name as it is on the degree certificate. If there were a name change, you click here and include the name you changed. So, but there is no name change for me, so I'm not, I won't be checking this box. So I have to continue. All right. So you need to put the information concerning your degree certificate. So the first thing you need to do is the title of the degree certificate. So for me, I will put Doctor of Optometry. Sorry, this system is hanging. Doctor of Optometry. So Doctor of Optometry degree. So I can use any of these. I'll be using. I can use Doctor of Optometry or the Doctor of Optometry. So let me just select any of them. So this is the qualification I attained. So if your own is MBBS, Farm B, BSc Farm, or any of the qualifications you have attended, nursing, BSc Nursing, and all those qualifications, just put it there as the qualification you attend. Then the the next option is to select the course, whether you completed the course or not. So you completed it, and that is yes. So qualification conferred date. So when you look at your certificate, you will see the date it was issued to you. So put down that date in that particular place. So I think from what I'm seeing, I'll be using any date for my own because I'm just doing this tentatively. Okay, so let me use this. Okay, so look at your certificate and find out the date written on it, the issue date it's written on it. Put it down there. Put it down here so that you'll be able to move to the next. Make sure the date corresponds with date in your um, certificate. Okay, so when you look at this left side, you will see the progress of every information you are putting here. Okay, the mode of study is full time. You studied full time in your school, so continue. Okay, this is supporting document. You can actually add a supporting document. So here, the supporting document you might be adding here if you want to add is your degree transcript. Okay, so add your degree transcripts here as your supporting document. Okay, so for me, okay, let me just add a supporting document for so. How to pause this video and continue later. All right, so you can add the supporting documents. Is not compulsory, but you just need to. If you have your degree transcript, you can put it here. Trying to load it. Should I? Okay, I think this supporting. Okay, document type. Okay, you just have to select transcript certificate. Good. Then I can use any. Let me use this as that. So the supporting document can be your transcript certificate. In fact, that is what you are meant to put there to support your degree. All right. So submit and move on to the next. Now documents you are adding in this. Okay. So you just have to go to no thanks, proceed to work experience. So this next is for work experience. Now, minimum of one work experience document required to be submitted. Okay, for work experience, you just need to get a letter from your employer stating at what capacity you are working. Let's say you are a nurse, a specialist nurse. The employer should mention the capacity at what's your function in the hospital and the duration you've worked with them. Okay, so these are the two important things you need to have in your experience certificate. So here you need the to put in the name of your employer. So if anybody has gone through this process from your workplace, your your employer's name or the hospital name or any place, the organization you've worked with, their name will appear here. But if not, there are processes that you can put the name manually. So for me, I will try to type in the name of where I previously worked to know if I can find their name in this system. So let me use this Haman. Sorry. Okay. Okay, so I've already seen mine. So someone here has already gone through this process. Actually, it was me. So the name is automatically here. So all the hospitals and all those organizations, once you type their name, you will find out they must have been here if someone has gone through this process from your organization. So just select it. All the information will automatically appear here. Then you will confirm that this is the selected employer name or issuing authority for your work experience certificate. Then confirm and proceed. Now, in this next page, you need to upload your experience uh, letter. So, for me, I think let me just use anything. Let me use anything for the sake of this. Um, for the sake of this video, I'm just using this. So make sure you are using a real experience letter. Okay. All right. So let's move on. Then upload and continue. So the name as written in this letter, if there was a name change, you put the name change and you continue. All right. So here you need to put some information contained in your work experience certificate. So please enter the designation. What is your work? So if you're a nurse, you type in nurse. So for me, I will put an optometrist. So even as a nurse, optometrist, a doctor, you need to specify the kind of doctor or the capacity of what you have done. So I will, if you're a chief nurse, a chief optometrist, clinical nurse, clinical optometrist, anything you are, anything that clearly specify what you've been doing, just select it and move on. I think I will go with this because it's all encompassing for me. Then for you, just select the one that you think your that matched what you are doing. So this is the time to select the duration of your work experience. Make sure that what you are selecting match what is um in your letter. So if you're still working there, you can just click still working here. So but if you've stopped, you can put the date you stopped working with them. But make sure that the duration you are selecting and the duration in your work experience letter is same. All right. So for supporting documents, I don't think there is any other supporting documents you'll be needing for this particular section. So go for no thanks and move on to the next. So the next, no thanks, continue. So you are proceeding to health license. So the health license, the issuing authority is the authority that offers your license in your home country. If it's nursing, a Nigerian Nursing Council, a medical council, so any authority that issues your license is your issuing authority for your license. For optometry in Nigeria, I think it is optometrist, optometrist, and dispensing. I think dispensing board. What's happening? Okay. Abbreviation and see. Odd, other. So abbreviation is not here. So let me just see if. Okay. So, okay, this is that of, okay, so this is the that of Nigeria I've been looking for. So, if you're an optometrist from Nigeria, then you select this one that has Federal Capital Territory, Nigeria, Abuja. So, this can go, even this one can go. So, these are different people that wrote it in different ways. That is why you are seeing it in different, um, about two or three times. So, the same applies to nursing council, medical council, and physiotherapy board, radiography, and other health authority issuing authorities or councils that issue health license in your country. So select it and move on to the next. Okay, so confirm that the information is the same country, then, and all these things is the same. Now, for health license, you got to upload your current license you're using to practice in your home country. So, for the sake of this video, also, I'm going to select this to serve as my license. So, but you have to select a real license when applying for years, okay? And this is it. So, I upload, then put the name same as that's on the license. If you've had a name change, try and click here to input the name change. So this is time for us to actually put some details in the license. So your professional title here, I want to use optometrist. So optometrist, yeah, I use optometrist. I think let me use this. It's okay. So license type, I think part time because we renew um every year we do renew. So if you still go for full time, I don't think there is significance in both whether you pick full time or part time here. Then registration stroke license number. So try and put your license number and you move on. So let me just put anything here to serve as my license number. So let's move on. Now, the license period active. Okay. So you have to select active. You have to have your license active by the time you are applying um, for this verification. So please specify the period in which your license is valid. So my license is valid until 2025 December. So because we'll be renewing license issue date. Okay, okay. So issue date is let me pick on the 6th of January 2025, and it will expire December. It will expire December 31st. Okay, so this is the routine of our um, license every year. So those that have 2 years license can specify. So, but our license is yearly. So if your license is yearly, you have to specify the issue date and the expiry date. Okay, then you continue. Now, supporting documents for this license, you can add. For supporting documents, you can add your letter of good standing. You can add your letter of professional registration, also offered as also given to you by your licensing board. So here I am looking for what to add here. Certificate of additional qualification registration. I think verification of registration. So I can go for this. So here I'll be submitting my certificate of registration. All right, that's uploaded. So submit. So I've completed the health license. I do not need to add any additional documents. So no thanks. All right, so this is the overview. Here you can actually look at all the things you have submitted, all the information, everything. So this is it. Everything, look at the information, look at the pictures, and make sure that for those in PDF, you can view it. Okay, make sure everything, both the dates and your name, everything is the same. If anything is missing or you want to change the date, just click here, click on those pencil sign to edit. So if everything is okay for me, is okay, then I confirm and proceed. Now, letter of authorization, just confirm that this is your name and also confirm your two names. Then I think that is it. Once you view everything, make sure you view and read it, because if you just leave it like that, you won't see this consent or submit. If you want to click it, it might not click until you move this letter, so that it will show that you've actually read, or you read what is written there. Okay, so submit, consent and submit. You will receive a PDF of this consent letter on your email. So once you submit this, you'll be given a chance to select whether you want your verification to be express, okay, or you want your verification to be left with normal application process. Actually, I will advise you to leave this to check, make sure this is checked, this SMS service, so that whenever you need they need information from you, they can easily send you a test, or whenever you progress, whenever there is a completion of any of this process, you will receive a notification. For example, if they contact your school and your school responds to them, they will notify you that your school has not responded to them. The same with your employer, same with your licensing authority. So this SMS will keep you updated while they are going through the process, and you can always come to back to your profile to check the progress of your application. Okay, so this is if you want your application to be so fast. As you can see, this is today is 5th of 17th of May. So if you want it in 2 weeks, then you can go for express service. It is so fast, it can come even less than 2 weeks. So, but if you want that 1 month to 30 something to 40 days interval, if it is not an urgent stuff, then you can leave it at your 800 Saudi Riyal. Okay. So, plus this is 809.75 Saudi Riyal. So, click on the payment. Then, this is the amount you'll be paying, tax and fees included. Okay. So, you put in your payment information and pay. So if your card is not accepted, maybe your home country, especially Nigeria, and some banks card is hardly accepted. So you might look for someone in Saudi Arabia, inform the person on time for for the person to help you while you send the local currency equivalent to the person, or find a way to get dollar card or any card that is acceptable through this process for you to be able to make the payment. And this is the final step of how Dataflow application works in 2025 and beyond. All right. I hope this is simple to follow. Thank you for watching.